share, I don't want to show comments on stage. I don't know what that means. Post comment. I don't want to post a comment. I want people to find me. Find me. What the hell is going on? Hi, Amber. Hi, Becky. You found me. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It was just spinning around and around and around, and I reloaded it 3 times. So I tried coming over here. Can you got a notification? Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you found me. It's been one of those days, Really has. Yep, I know you spin on purpose. Barbara's a spinner. I thought I would I wanted to make a couple of master boards for the to cut up, to put in the little field notes things. I've got a bunch of field notes that I'm going to be mailing as soon as I had to get more postage. So, but I've got them all ready to go. Hi, Safia. And the postage is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. I ordered it online. And then once I get the postage, I will mail out the next batch of field notes. And I think I've gotten everybody. Some of you have already received your field notes. And I was surprised how quickly you got them. I ordered, I've never done this before, but I ordered, you have a new pair of varifocals, and I'm feeling oh, yes. Everything is bendy and bleak. Oh, I don't know whether it should be bendy. When you say varifocals, is that the same as trifocals, I guess? I have trifocals. And seamless trifocals, so you can't see them, but I've got, distance, middle, and below. YouTube says you're live twice, by the way. I don't really care. I don't know how to, I'll have to deal with it. I'm not going to leave now and go back and deal with it, but thanks for letting me know. I'm in that kind of WTF mode. I had a horrible bridge today. It was because of the person I was playing with. I don't think she likes me. And she criticized every hand I bid when she was my partner. Everything I did, she criticized. And that's just no fun. Like, I made a bid, and then, I had to play it. And she said, show me your hand, which you can do when you're partners, when she's the dummy, right? And I showed her my hand, and she gave it back to me in disgust. And she said, you should have never bid. So now I have to, bid this hand that she's telling the other 2 women at the table that I should have never made the bid. Well, F her, because guess what? I made it. I made the bid. And she just kind of begrudgingly said, nice job. And then there was another hand where I bid. And she said, well, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to bid again when you do a weak bid. And I made that one too. I just, then I can't. I wish I could politely say I don't want to play with her. But it's the type of bridge where you rotate around and you really have no say who your partners are going to be. And then, oh, she's a very good bridge player. And I don't know why she feels, I mean, she knows I'm learning, and I don't know why she feels that she has to. I'm there for Wednesday morning to play for fun, not for instructions. And then to add icing on the cake, she said to me, well, you're still going Wednesday nights, right? Because that's where I go to have additional lessons. I felt like saying, fuck you. And I'm wondering, I have to ask my partner, who she played with earlier in the morning. I have to ask Carolyn whether she was on her ass, because boy, she was on my ass. And then I made a bid, and she said 1 no Trump, and I said 2 no Trump, according to what I thought I had learned. And she was upset with me, again, because I should not have said 2 no Trump, and she had to play it, and she went down 1. But it's almost like she went down 1 on purpose, because the winning trick was on the board and she didn't play it. I know. I'm going to say something to Suzanne, the instructor, who's a very good friend with this woman. But anyway, I was very upset. And so I'm going to try to get over that by just playing with stuff. I have a bunch of stencils that I carved a while ago. And I think I'm going to use, yes, it's supposed to be fun. And this will be we get $1 for last place. It's called a guest of honor, which is a joke, but if you come in last, you get $1. And then she was on my case because she didn't come in last place and get the $1. Somehow that was even though she was bitching about every hand I bid, and we didn't come in last place, and she didn't get her friggin' $1. So F her. So I'm going to get out a couple of stencils, I think, simple stencils to put on this paper, and we'll take it from there and just play. Well, I thought she was. I think she was playing to lose when she didn't make that 2 no Trump bid. And I almost said something to her, but I figured, no, I'm not going to say anything to her. She's a very crass, very rude type of person to begin with. That's her personality. And apparently she's a genius, according to everybody. I know. I don't like her either. All right. So let's do some scribbles. I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for listening to me, bitch. I appreciate that. And this is, I don't know how, I got stuff all over me, so I'm just wiping them. This is 110 pound watercolor paper, and that's what they advertised it as, watercolor paper, but it's very thin, and which is fine because I don't really want anything too heavy, because I want to put it in the little field notebook. So, and I didn't want to do the square it up. I just want to scribble. So let's just scribble. Angry, pissed off scribbles. Yes. Got little. Let's throw in a little orange or whatever this is. I love my, and of course a little turquoise. Scribble. You bitch, Ruth. Rose. Okay. I bought these. I thought it'd be fun to make your own Posca pens. And you can buy empty thingies like this and fill it with your own paint. And it even comes with a little bead, like a ball bearing, to shake it up. And it even came with extra tips. So you can make your own. So let's make, and it works, as you can see. Okay. Just depending how you. I would not recommend buying these because you can see how well they work. And this is heavy body golden, so maybe I have too much. And I filled this one with, yeah, I mean, you can make your whole set. And it comes with extra of, and this is, there's different nibs, and this is a chisel point nib. And I filled this and I watered it down. This is filled with black gesso. And this one works not that good either. So again, not that I don't know that I'd recommend them, but they are kind of cool. It's too bad they don't work better. But for mark making, it might work, right? And I think, I don't know. I have another one that's filled with white. You know how it is with white all the time. It never works. Let's see. And this is a chisel tip too. Let's see what a minute. Well, you can't see it, but yeah, it's coming out. Huh. But anyway, I played with them, right? Trying to play with stuff. Yeah. So I wanted to show those to you. Not that I would recommend them. Hi, Devin. Hi, Beth. So let's do the other thing I have are these. And I had to buy these because Timmy said that I want some. Yes, finally. I have those too. And those are fun. And I have filled them with black gesso. Watered down black gesso, and that seems to work pretty good. Let's see, do I have any here filled? This is black gesso. Now I haven't used it in ages, so I don't know whether it's going to be any good or not. And I have an empty one that I haven't filled yet. But let's see whether this black gesso will. It's pretty juicy. But I haven't used it in ages. So let's see. Let's just see. Got to take the pin out. Do a little pump action here. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Let me come down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. That's coming out nice. Look at that. Wow. I'll have to come back and use that for do some of the, writing. I got a hair on that, a kitty hair. And it's clogged up. But that's black gesso. Hi, Beth. Hi, Mary. And it's already blocked. I know you don't want to go straight down because it blocks up. You want to kind of go on the side. But yeah, fine liners. They are fun. Anyway, getting back to, let me just give that in there. Timmy announced that they were retiring some of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You go on the side a little bit, and then it doesn't seem to gum up as much, but it did. But Timmy said that they were retiring. They had retired these colors. These are the distress. This is what I want to put it down in. That they had retired these colors, right? And these are the distress paints, right? and they had retired them. And then they brought them back for one last concert, so to speak. And I had to buy them. I had to buy them all because they're never going to be seen again. And I think they used to have the first ones had like a foam top on them. And I have a feeling that once again, I haven't used these in a timely fashion. So let's see whether anything's going to come out. You see what I'm doing? I'm over here. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, let's do this. It's, yeah. Whoa, look at that. It had like a poop. So, didn't use it. Gosh. Got to use your stuff, folks. My gosh. Let's do this. Let's get a smaller spatula. Well, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's see whether we can do something like take this and kind of. Well, if you can get it out, it's smearing pretty good. Ooh, it's got great texture. It's a little grainy. Very grainy. That's a pretty color, though. Can you hear it? It's very grainy. And I forgot what makes these what makes these distress. I can't remember. Does anyone remember what makes them so-called distressed? I have no idea what makes them distressed. I don't remember. Is it that they're activated with water? They never dry, or when you get them wet, they move around. I can't remember. But anyway, I got the whole set of the ones that were never to return. Oh, see, now that one, you hear that? That's got the ball in it. And I think it's the color names that are distressed brand. I don't know. Yeah, Distressed Paint Ranger. This is aged mahogany. And I think they have the inks, the distressed oxide inks, the same series of colors, I think. So let's stick some of this in here. Huh. And that's really soupy compared to this was like a solid mass. All right. Okay. Let me reach. I'm going to reach over here. There's a little tiny, itsy bitsy. Whoops, sorry. Yeah. Stencil over here. Ugh, I don't even know where I got it. See my new top? I got it at Amazon-y. And I really liked it, and it fit. And they're acrylic, yes. To distinguish them from distressed inks. So I got this new top, as you can see a little bit, and because I knocked my camera, and I liked it a lot. So I figured, well, it fit pretty well. Why not get some more? So I went to Amazon. Oh gosh, what a mess. I can't get in this thing. And I ordered some more, right? Same, basically the same style, the same size. No, they're awful. I have to return all of them. Isn't that crazy? And then when I went to the place to return them, and this was Saturday, when I walked into the place, the guy said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that our Amazon return thing, scanner thing is not working." So I couldn't return them. So they're in the back of my car. And then he gave me their card and he said, "Well, you could call later to see if it's up and running." And when I thought about it, it turns out that that particular store closes at 4:30 on Saturday, and they're not open on Sunday. Well, that's not. Well, it is a little smears, isn't it? Well, I'll try another one down here. I'm not going to know that I'm really crazy about that color. Let's do this over here. I had too much stuff on it. I don't have an area to dap it off. Let's do this. So they're in the back of my car. I still have to go return them. And of course, if you say you're going to return them, okay. If you say you're going to return them, they print out the thing, and it's for that store. So if you find yourself in another part of town and you say, "Ooh, I'll just run in and return them here," you can't. You have to return them where you said you were going to return them, at that particular store. I found that out once when I found myself at a Kohl's and I was returning something and I couldn't return it there because I had said I was going to return it at a UPS store. So, yeah, those are okay, except that what a horrible color. There's a number 28 in here, which I think is rather interesting. I'm sure that's just the number of the stencil, but let's see. Oh, look, I have a little 28. Okay. Not happy with that color. I have a feeling that nothing's going to make me happy today. You have those days where you're just like so pissy, and well, that woman put me in a bad mood. I got that. How about some of this? This is Coral Blush. Let's see whether we get something out of here. This is going to be one. Well, let's see what we got here. See, now that is like a perfect consistency. Absolutely perfect. And I squished it out. And this is kind of, well, let's just stick this down here. Let me see what I'm doing. It's maybe too much, but you know what? Ask me if I care. I don't. Oh, and then it became officially brought out into the open that this guy, Chris, who's doing the work on my porch, has his own construction company, and that he was just helping out Vinny and doing my job by helping out Vinny. So no wonder he's here for half the day, because he's got other responsibilities. It would be nice to know that up front. Not that I could have done anything about it, right? But and then Vinny says to me, he thought that this guy actually does better work than his regular guy. So I don't know. It's been a journey. It's been a journey for sure. Yeah, they really are, Barbara. They are very vivid. You're very good point. And this is going to be a mess when I put this down here. So I'm going to wait, and that'll be the last blob. So they were here when I got back from bridge, and they were unloading all of the windows and putting them in the garage. And then, of course, Chris left. He said he wouldn't be back. But he said he might be here Saturday. But I doubt that. All right, let's see what we got. You ready? Woo! I like this stencil. This is a pretty cool stencil. And that's a very pretty color. So let's put another one over here. See if I can't move this over here like so. Move this down like so. Ooh. Like that. Okay, you can see that. Okay. Let's do that again, because got to do it 3 times, right? I know, another step closer. Exactly. And boy, oh boy, those windows are gorgeous. We're looking at them, and Vinny goes, boy, those are big windows. And I said, yes, they are, and I love them. The addition, the room, that's the new room, so to speak, is almost completely enclosed. And he's got the part of the roof on. The plywood, roof is up. He's been doing that. Of course, it rained yesterday afternoon. And he tried to come back. He left and went to have lunch. It was around lunchtime when it started to rain. And he did come back, but it was just too wet. So he just kind of cleaned up and went home. So, and then I heard a date. I heard October 1st mentioned. October 1st being his part of the job, the framing part. He's a framer. His part of the job will be done, hopefully October 1st. And then the next, I even heard mention, hi Joyce. I even heard mention of the electrician. Oh, the electrician coming. So that's the interior stuff, right? I know, yeah. When they say electrician. All right, you ready? I know I have to have 3. So I think the third one I'm going to have hang over the other. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're a little bit of everything, aren't they, Barbara? They're vivid and they're transparent. And yeah, let me wipe. I'm going to just, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I don't, oh, I do. I do. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Smear that. And then stick this up here. And then go over. Like, you know what I mean. Go over. And I probably shouldn't be doing this with my new top on. Because if I get ink, if I get paint on it, then guess what it becomes? It becomes a painty shirt and not a new blouse to wear. But you're right, you can even see that fine line of scribble underneath that. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. You can really see that bing, 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 bing. Whew. All right, let's take this off. Yes, living on the edge. Ah, I like that. I like it a lot. As a matter of fact, I don't know what to do with this now. Okay. Now what? Let's see. I have some stamps, but this is kind of wet, so let's wait on that. I can dry it, but how about a smaller stencil? What about some stars? I didn't see what Yolande said. Of course, I can't move this up because oh, there it is. Yolande. Oh, Beth said that. Never art in a new top. Yes. Yes. Oh, you know what? That's very true, Barbara. But you are the one that has ingrained in my mind about I have to have 3 of everything. And that's just basic, right? That's compositional. I can do this because using one of those colors because it's transparent, right? So we have to figure out what color do we want. We don't want purple. I love this coral color. And oh, that's interesting. That wasn't a distress paint that I did. That was just a regular whatchamacallit. Ooh, how about ooh, how about blueprint sketch? What the hell? Let's see. Blueprint sketch. Let's see what we got with that. All right, let's stick this over here. Ooh, that is pretty. Let's see. What's this? I found a whole bunch of these. Again, going through my stash, I found several packages of these. All right, here goes nothing. That's going to go underneath because I can do this. Denise Love is a rubber. And that's just tearing this apart. Let's see what we got here. No, that didn't work out too well. No, I like the color though. The stencil is just not working. Let's try a little bit more. I tore up the rubber because this is old again, I'm sure. Let's try it again. Let's do a little dab will do you. It's a pretty color though, isn't it? And it does kind of look like Blueprint. Nah, it's just blobs. Just blobs, not a good idea. Let's stick this over here. Let's see what else we have here we can use. Oh, I've got this circle one that I like, and everyone else seemed to like too. Remember this one? That's supposed to look like a coffee spill. I like this one. Let's put this one down here. Yeah, right here. Let's do that. Maybe I can move this up a little bit. And we'll do this. Maybe fold it in like this and not be so rough with it. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Get a little blob there. A little star here. Okay, let's see what we got. It's pretty blobby. I guess it's the ink. I mean, the paint that's blobby. So let's do that up here. And I guess you're right, Barbara. It doesn't really matter if I'm going to cut it all up. We'll go off the edge. So we get a blob up there. And let's put a blob over here. What the hell? Mm-hmm. Tap it, 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 tap it. So Becky, are you gonna come on at 1:30 today? Or you pooped? You should see what Becky's doing. She is cleaning up, organizing Scott's space. I think that's absolutely remarkable to take on somebody else's space. And I have to say that Scott's space is pretty messy. Scott rebuilds like old radios, and so there's like parts for radios and various other things. And she's tearing up. I got this thing here. I don't want this. I don't want this. Get out of here. New comments. Okay, that's what I want. Are there any? No. You're done with the. I would imagine you need his input now. Yeah, yeah. And she's tearing up carpet too, which is not easy to do at all. And also in this room is some of Greg's stuff. So you got lots of people's stuff that you're dealing with. I'm going to turn this around. What do you think? Gosh, what a bloody mess this is. I know this. There's supposed to be messes. I should have done prompts. I should have done a lot of things. So let's do, let's do some stamps for now. But do I want to do ink or do I want to do paint? That is the question. I don't know what the answer is, though. That's true, Beth. I could still do prompts. Good point. Thank you, Beth. I'm not functioning. My brain's not functioning very well. It doesn't take much to upset me. Beth is absolutely correct. I only have 10 minutes, I think. Beth said I could still do prompts. And boy, do I have prompts. Look at all my prompts. I've got coffee stirrer prompts. And I've got tongue depressor prompts. So let's see what the prompt says. And I'll take a coffee stirrer prompt. I won't look. I hope it's something I want to do. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm going to pick another prompt. Pick a stick. Yes. All right. Oh, look. A blank. Oh, jeez. That's kind of a day. Pick a stick. All right. Oh, my gosh. All right. Look at something. Draw without. What? Look at something. Draw what it looks like without lifting your pen. Add color. Oh, contour drawing. That's what that is, right? Do I want to do that? I know what I could do that, right? What the hell? What the hell? Just like that. I will do this. How's that? I'll stick this here. And I will look at it I will draw it without looking at it. And then we can color it in. What do you think? Okay. Wild card is blank. Yes. That's not helpful because I'm looking for something to add. So I don't want a wild card. So I'm doing this without looking at it. Is that what I'm doing? Look at something. Draw what it looks like. All right. Okay. Let's just do here. All right. It's got a long thing. And then it's got a thing like so. Of course, you're not going to be able to see this, but that's okay. It comes down like so. I just scribble this in like so. This is a disaster. And it's got a label. There, and you can't even see it. I can see it, but you can't see it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am just so not firing on all cylinders. I'm not saying that I ever am firing on all cylinders. There's that. And let's see. It says color it in, right? So this is the, wow. It's kind of white. And then it's kind of black. Well, it looks like I know. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Let's pick another prompt and see. Let's pick a big stick. The big prompts are from Carrie the Crafter. Oh my God. You're not gonna believe. Thank you. Thank you, Yolan. You're not gonna believe what this prompt is. I can't believe it. Can you see that? Emotion. Oh my God. Oh my God. Emotion. Even on a good day, I would never be able to draw emotion. I just can't. That abstract stuff drives me nuts. Emotion. That is pretty funny, though, don't you think? Emotion. That is really absurd. I mean, that's crazy. Scribble in red, yes. Oh, good idea. Good idea. Good idea. Yes. Let's scribble in red. Let's do Neocolor 2s. What the hell? In red. And then you get purple. Does that look like purple to you? It doesn't look like purple to me. All right, let me see. This has got to be red. Classic scarlet. Yes. All right, here we go. You bitch. And then I get angry at myself for allowing her to get to me. You know? I'm so mad at, and then I get mad at myself for allowing her to get to me. You know, I'm a grown ass woman. Well, I don't know whether I'm a grown. I am a woman, but all right. Let's do another one real quick. Oh, yeah. What is with these? Male? These are crappy. I could draw a male appendage. Let's see. Orange. Orange, you glad. I got lots of orange. Let's add some more orange. I have orange or ripe persimmon. I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh, okay, Becky. Let's just do this. That is a pretty orange, though, even though it's a ripe persimmon. Let's go through here and go wee, 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 wee. Come out here. Come down here. Make a little marky moo. That's kind of cool. You get kind of okay. All right. Pick one of mine. Another wild card. I didn't realize I had so many blanks in here. All right, here we go. This will be the last one. Okay, paint with skewer or scratch into wet paint. I just did that. But we'll do it again. We'll pick another color. Um, 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 um. I should probably, let me just dry this real quick. Ah. It's not going to be much of a background. Hi, Mariah. I'm making a mess. I always make a mess. Mariah's been doing a fishy thing. You know, that the packaging for that tuna fish is absolutely stunning. Called The Fish Wife is the name of the company, and it's run by women. And I think, hi Andrea, I think that area, it looks like it was in northern Spain up near the Pyrenees, I think. That's, and I looked, and P said it's really good tuna fish. But, and I looked to see where to buy it, and apparently Sprouts, which is a food chain, a grocery store chain, carries it. But I don't know whether we have any Sprouts here. I did notice the price of it though. But it was, I don't know, maybe that's just their the price, but it's like what, $32 for 3 cans of tuna. But they were big cans of tuna. But the Fish Wife, it's just, then you just, were you shopping and just came across the product and bought it because of I would have bought it because of the packaging. But it looked gorgeous. When P opened it, it looked like it was packed like in olive oil. And it looked really beautiful. And oh my God, the packaging reminded me a little bit of Peter Max, like from the Beatles, that type of bright kind of coloring. What was I doing? I don't even know. Was there a prompt that I was doing? No. Oh, paint with the screw it. Screw it. So I feel like saying, yeah, just screw it. All right. I have a screwer. Oh, how about a toothpick? So let's do this. Let me just stick this in here. And then, oh, I don't want to put my boob on my, oh, let's do this. That's a pretty color. It is. It's a very pretty color. Okay, here's my screwer. I'm going to screw it. I'm going to paint with this, but not well. Let's fill in here. Fill in the little holes here. Screwer. Ah ha ha, screw you. There. Okay. There. I kind of screwed that. That's a neat color. Okay. All right. And the last thing I'm going to do is, when all else fails, let it all out. Yeah. And so, Mariah, I'm pissed off, Mariah. I had a horrible bridge day because of a bitchy woman who was very mean to me. She was very mean to me, Mariah. Very mean indeed. She was not nice to me. She criticized every bid I made. She said it was wrong. She told me that I shouldn't have bid that. She was just downright nasty. And then she had the nerve to say, "No, you're still going to Wednesday nights for lessons." I felt like saying yes. All right, I'm just gonna. Hey, everything's better with gold on it, right? So let's fling some gold. All right. Because I'm not good at flinging gold, but we'll fling some gold and then go over to Becky's. Right? Becky said she is on, right? I think she said she was on, right? Did she put her link for her? I'm getting more gold on my hands, but that's a funny gold, isn't it? Let's see, is it gold? Let's do one of these things. Yeah, we'll just do gold. But anyway, Mariah's Fish Journal, based on the fish lady, the tuna fish cans are awesome. And if I can find that tuna fish, I think we either have a Sprouts or one is coming. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Actually, that's not too bad. I'm going to cut it up. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me, bitch. And yeah, it's halfway through the week. It only can get better. So be good. If you can't be good, be careful and be fabulous. And I think Becky's on. I'm pretty sure she's on. And Devin's on at 3. And Art Junkie is on at 5:15. So bye.